Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. Today my team will be presenting a topic of the increasing number of abandoned aging parents in Malaysia. So what is aging means? Based on Oxford Dictionary, aging means the process of growing old. Aging can be determined sociologically as the accumulation of biological, psychological, and social processes that influence people as they grow older. The elderly population can be classified into three life stage subgroups: the young old, the middle old, and the old old. The population of most of the world's communities are aging because of both birth and death rates. The greatest challenge that facing us as we grow older is the reduction of physical disability and the rising of active life expectancy. The next challenge of aging is getting abused and neglected by other communities. As an aged person, one must have the responsibility of their life and be prepared for the old age.
The abandonment of aging parents has been taught for a long time and now is beginning to become a concern in a society. The question is whether the elderly who are placed in the old folks' home can be said as abandoned. Similarly to the elderly who were left in their solitary home, is it also can be said as abandoned? What about the elderly who live with their family members but there is no communication and no proper self-care? Is it also can be considered as abandoned? These questions need to be looked in various angles and need a deep discussion. Generally speaking, this phenomenon can be divided into two categories, which is physical and emotional abandonment. Physical abandonment means that letting them live with their own without family members, or letting them live in the old folks home or nursing home, or the children did not provide their basic necessities. While the emotional abandonment means that there is no communication between their parents and their family members, or the children didn't care about their parents' feeling and they did not communicate properly with them and always satirizing their life. The elderly people are often admitted into the nursing homes because of the variety of reasons. The most common reason they were transferred into the nursing home because of the severe cognitive or physical decline that required 24 hours care. Ensuring the best care of health for the elderly is important. Putting them in the nursing home is a good option as they can get all the services that they need to be assisted. Other than that, in this era of industrial revolution, people are too busy with their works and activities. For most people, obligations of the work and managing the household had significantly limit of their times to take care of the parents. Lastly, taking care of the elderly parents take a great deal of time and energy as well. Not every people could do so. Because of that, the children make a final decision to put their elderly into the nursing home.
So let's move on to the next part, which is statistic about the issue. Every person in this world faces the same process of life, from giving birth until death came over. In Peninsular Malaysia, the birth rate is 5.9 per 1,000 population in 1980, while the infant mortality rate is 21.0 per 1,000 live births in 1981, with an expectancy of life 65.9 years and 71.0 years for males and females respectively. According to the studies that have done by University Malaya researchers in 2017, 4.5% of elderly persons in rural areas have experienced some form of abuse, roughly 1 in 20 within the past year. while in urban areas, the number shot up to 9.6% or roughly 1 in 10. In conclusion, Malaysia has faced an increasing number of aged people. Next, we proceed to the last part, which is solutions for the issue. As we have been mentioned, there are two categories of abandonment of aging parents, which are physically and emotionally abandoned. This issue is actually one of the effects of urbanization, where young people move out from rural areas to cities or towns and leave their parents behind. Therefore, we would like to suggest some solution to lessen this issue from happening. Firstly, it would be better if the government could establish a boarding school for elderly, which provides nursing, learning and socializing. Then, staff nurses and teachers must be legally certified before hiring them to prevent adverse situations from occurring. The parents' necessities definitely guaranteed there. So, for the second suggestion, the government should set up an organisation for aging parents where they ensure the children visit their parents regularly and spend time with them, such as once in 2 weeks, despite their busy schedule. If they don't visit them or contacting their parents without any excuses, they deserve to be compounded as a reminder for their negligence. Lastly, if the children don't have time to take care of their aging parents, they should hire a nurse or an assistant to make their parents' daily life more easier. This is because their body weakens as they age and they can't even stand properly to cook or clean the house. The children should be considerate about the situation of their aging parents. As a child, we should take care of our parents when they are old, as they did when we were young. May Allah give us strength to do so.
We have discussed all the reasons, factors on why the people send their parents to the nursing home, but make sure the parents are comfortable with these new conditions because it also doesn't guarantee an adequate treatment. Somehow, the residents don't always get enough food to eat, and the worst, another abusive action will take place. Hence, it is the responsible of the children to decide which step is better for the parents.